Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jared B. Anderson. This video today is going to be about one of my favorite beach towns. It's called Nokomis Beach, and there is a city there or a town that's unincorporated called Nokomis. There's also a couple surrounding areas that encompass this area. You are looking at some of the most affordable and easy beach access living that you can find on the Gulf Coast here in Florida. Nokomis is where coastal tranquility meets the suburbs. There's a little slower vibe. The building is happening in this area. The expansion is happening. It's about 60 minutes south of Tampa. So you're close to those highly urbanized areas and you get that semi-urban feel with the countryside. Now, the reason I picked this market area is because it is an area that is set for long-term appreciation due to some geographical features that are in this area. You have the beach on one side on the west, and you have a few state parks that are located on the east side. So you have the Oscar Scherer Park on the west, as well as the Myakka River State Park. You can see these areas clear as day on a Google map or similar, that properties are not going to grow into this area. So you have a limited space of development that is mostly built out, and now you're seeing the final stages of this area being developed, and it is your opportunity to live here and enjoy that appreciation for the long term. In this market area, the current median home price is at $550,000. Now, if that price tag scares you a little bit, there is well above that and well below that. There's a lot of affordable housing. If you're looking for that luxury living of being right on the water with luxurious, spacious living, you can find that here as well. Nokomis Beach is about 30 minutes south of Sarasota, 60 minutes south of Tampa. It's about 35 minutes to SRQ, which is the Bradenton-Sarasota Airport. If you do want to be on the water, expect to pay more than $1 million in this market area. But you can be near the water within 5 minutes or less and spend $300,000. And there's even units that are lower than this. There are manufactured and mobile in this market area, as are many areas of Florida on the Sun Coast. You have a variety of living that you can enjoy this style year round. Just to give you an idea of the type of luxury you can have here, there's a $16.5 million property that sold in 2021. And this property had a 3.5 acre estate with almost 10,000 square feet of livable area. So I wanted to highlight some of the market data that you can find in this location. I did some research on the last 30 days of sales, and I found 3 properties that recently sold were purchased in the last 5 years, just to give you an idea of the type of increase in value you would experience if you own a home in this location. The first sale that I found was in Laurel Hollow. It's a sizable villa, about 3,200 square feet of livable area that's heated, 4,200 square feet under roof, 2-car garage. Had classic finishes. There was very little that was updated when it was recently sold again. The original purchase was made at $289,000. Recently, it sold for $492,000. That's a 70% increase from the original purchase. Of course, there may be other factors that I didn't immediately see on the surface, but visually speaking, the house looked the exact same as when they bought it almost 5 years ago. Sale number 2 that I found was from Toscana Isles. This Lakeview property sold for a 57% increase as it was purchased in 2021. It backs up to a large, beautiful lake. In this neighborhood, you enjoy the resort style living. It has the clubhouse and all the amenities that go along with that. Also, to point out, this property had a 15-minute drive to Nokomis Beach. The property owner held onto this property for about 29 months, and the original purchase price was $730,000. They recently sold out in the last 30 days on this property for $1,150,000. This property was built in 2019. Now, one of the biggest winners in this market area that I found was a Bayshore luxury living style house that was 3,700 square feet of heated livable area, 5,600 under roof, had a 3-car garage. This property was 3 minutes to Nokomis Beach, also 10 minutes by boat from your backyard to the Gulf of Mexico with a private dock. It backs up to an intercoastal bay. One thing interesting about this property is the original owner bought the property, demolished the existing structure, and rebuilt the home and sold it for almost $4.8 million. Now, the original purchase was made at $1.3 million. The build time from purchase to sell was about 753 days. So the build time on that was a little over 2 years. That gives you an idea as a builder, investor, or somebody coming to this area wanting to build your dream home. There are opportunities in Nokomis Beach to find that perfect location and put your dream house right where you want it. While the market is sorting out through the current conditions and the housing market is experiencing changes through supply demand and labor shortages, there is still a lot of buying happening here in Nokomis Beach. Now, according to the data, there's not as much activity with listings. If you're a buyer or a seller trying to see what the competition is like, currently there's about 140 properties active in this market area. In the last 5 years, the peak was about 350, and we've been coming down from that activity with the short supply and the high demand. Now, the activity that's experienced right now, listing activity is up. There are more numbers on the market from where we were in 2021. We were down below 50 active listings. So you can see that as a buyer, you have more selection now than you did in years past. And as a seller, you still have strong demand here of buyers actively picking up property. Some other key factors right now, if you list a home, your list price to sell price ratio is at about 98%. Before, when things were really hot, you were over 100%, 101%. And in the last 5 years, the low is at about 96%. So there is a pretty good balance of demand and supply right now. Sellers are getting close to what they're asking. You are seeing some activity with prices being highballed where they don't understand the current trends of the market. So they are sitting on the market a little longer. The ones that hit the market at the right pricing are finding buyers pretty quickly. The days it's taking to sell a home right now, the median time is about 25 days on market, almost 30 days. We did have a low of, as you know, 2 weeks or less in the last 2 years with the high demand. That has come back a little bit. Right now, it takes less than 30 days still. Still lots of strong signs in this Nokomis Beach area. If you are looking for a home in this market, I would love to help you find that perfect place. My name is Jared B. Anderson. If you want to reach out and contact me directly, my phone number is 754 Florida. Thank you for watching my video. If you didn't catch in one of my clips, there was a little surprise that I didn't see the first time when I recorded it. If you didn't see it, go back and look. It's kind of a fun one. There's a dolphin swimming in the bay right around where people are enjoying the water themselves. Just to think you could live in this location and own real estate and enjoy that every day. If you want to see more videos like this, where I break down a marketplace and give you a tour of what it looks like to live there and the options that you have and what I see in the market, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, let me know what it is you're looking for. I would love to reach out, interact with you, and help you along your way to living here in Florida.